What's up? This is Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. I'm here with my friend Mark Eisenhart, and he's got a really cool story to tell you to promote the consumption of fruits and vegetables and get you excited. So why don't you just tell us about how you use those foods to transform your life? And the place we met is Whole Foods the other day before the festival, and we just kind of went like that. So, and then we've been friends ever since. So tell everybody and get them inspired and tell them why they should eat fruits and vegetables and what happened to you.
Well, Dan, thanks so much for having me, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to co-create this, and thanks everybody for listening. We're actually here at the Marriott Desert Ridge for the Raw Spirit Fest, and I met Dan at Whole Foods the other day. And in short, 2 years ago, after watching my dad beat cancer to die of liver disease, I succeeded brilliantly in running my life into the ground. I weighed 455 pounds, and I had 20 states of disease, Dan. I had diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, anxiety, depression, OCD. I had a 90% loss of feeling in both feet from diabetic neuropathy, a 25% loss of hearing in my left ear, a 15% loss in my right, an eating disorder. I mean, I had stopped living and started dying. I was actually abusing drugs and alcohol too at the time, at the bitter end there too. So, you know, I was doing anything and everything I could to run my life into the ground, and I succeeded brilliantly. I did all the things all the doctors told me to do: medications, therapy, hospitalization, counseling, everything under the sun. I kept getting worse, not better. I should add too that I was a paramedic firefighter before, so I was coming at this from somebody who was medically trained, not a layperson. So I decided at the time of my rock bottom to make getting and staying healthy my full-time job and my highest priority, because it was only a matter of time before I died.
Repeat that one more time, a little louder.
Yeah, thank you. Let's give her some
background
notes. Thank you. Well, I decided, you know, rock bottom leaves you with two choices, Dan: die or climb. I got to do both and live through that experience. So I decided to make getting and staying healthy my highest priority in my full-time job. It was only a matter of time before I had a massive heart attack and died. So at 455 pounds, I took a leap of faith, and I made my spiritual practice and my full-time job getting and staying healthy. And it worked. Bottom line, in 1 year, through a combination of things like meditation and energy work, and then a diet that is plant-based, whole foods, and now raw and vegan superfoods, I have dropped 215 pounds, wiped out all 20 states of disease. Not the symptoms, Dan, the diseases are gone. I saw an entire panel of physicians afterwards. There is no explanation for how I was able to do. Changing what you eat changes who you are. I improve. I have more energy than I did when I was a teenager. I'm healthier than I had been any other time in my life. I'm now training to be a professional athlete. I'm a raw and vegan sponsored athlete. I'm an actor, a model, a motivational speaker, a writer, a Reiki master, a brand ambassador. I wrote a book about this, which I'm adapting for film, and I'm committed, like you, to paying this message forward. Changing what you eat changes who you are in every fiber of my being.
And you did a nice, slow, steady kind of transition.
I did, yeah. It was a transition. It was done in stages. The single most important thing I did was what the Buddha did. I sat down in a chair and did nothing but breathe. And I got comfortable with being uncomfortable for the very first time in my life. Then, of course, as I got a hold of the subconscious mind and the behavioral...
Okay. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
You can't stop the hotel.
Okay. That's all right. We got to do that. So once I got to the subconscious mind and dealt with the behavioral stuff, because that's where it all started for me. I was, you know, engaging in behaviors designed to distract me from whatever was going on in my emotional, physical body, whether it was overeating or abusing alcohol or whatever. Once I got to that, then I was guided to make incremental changes in my diet over time. You know, at that time I was a meat eater, so I started by, you know, getting all the processed foods out of my diet. You know, the white starches, the white rice, the white sugars, the white pastas, the white bread, all that stuff. Then transitioned to free range free range and grass-fed meat and organic and farm-raised fish, and then eventually just went to a totally plant-based diet. You know, organic produce, just absolute. I mean, I eat so many greens. I'm going to get shirts made that say I dream in kale, because greens, you know, and fruits and vegetables are now at the core of my diet. I eat every 2 hours. I eat 6 to 8 times a day. I'm training now to compete on Muscle Beach in Venice, California, in men's physique as a raw and vegan sponsored athlete, to show people that, among other things, it can be done. You can be successful, not only healthy, but you can be successful as a professional athlete on a plant-based diet. You don't need whey protein. You don't need
So could you say that fruits and vegetables coupled with other practices like meditation, saved your life.
Absolutely, it saved my life.
Well, those are the three main things that I mentioned.
Absolutely.
Meditation
Yes.
and fruits and vegetables.
Yes, absolutely.
Saving
yes,
my
absolutely.
life too.
Absolutely.
Word up, bro.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely captivating,
Absolutely.
my friend.
Thank you.
have an awesome story.
Let's
take a few more minutes and inspire them a little bit more. Tell us some more stuff.
Okay. So, well, you know, I want to stress that the problem was here. So I had to get to the subconscious mind. I had to sit and be still. I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But then there was a point at which I realized, okay, I've done that now. If I'm really going to be as healthy as I've set my intention to be, which is as healthy as humanly possible, I had to make drastic changes in my diet. And I couldn't do that eating the foods that I was on before. So I would start and end every day in meditation, and I would get guidance on what the next most important thing that I was going to do. So I made these incremental changes, and now, as I said, I'm all vegan and raw, and it's just changed my whole life. I can't stress strongly enough the benefit, the power of eating a plant-based diet. It's just changed everything about me, Dan. Everything. I mean, I sleep, I pull 16 to 18-hour days right now on 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I get up, and I do this all in balance. I'm not a workaholic. You know, some people say, God, you juggle 8 and 9 jobs, you're a workaholic. That's not true. I drop the hammer down until 5 or 6 o'clock on my work week, and then that's it. I'm done. I play like a child. I go out and have fun. You know, it's all about balance for me, but I can't stress strongly enough the fruits and vegetables are at the core of what I was able to do and what I'm able to continue doing. Absolutely.
Well, I hope that story, I mean, let's just summarize. A little over a year ago?
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you were dying of 20 different diseases.
20 different states of diseases.
Verifiable.
Yeah, absolutely. I can show you the medical records.
Okay.
Type 2 diabetes, 90% loss of feeling in both feet from diabetic neuropathy, significant loss of hearing in both ears, anxiety, depression, OCD. I mean, at one point, I remember the day when I walked into my doctor's office. I was taking something like 12 pills a day, you know, prescription medications, mood stabilizers.
Did they ever help?
And I said, yeah, I remember this. How many more of these do I have to take before I actually start getting better? They weren't working, Dan. I was getting worse.
Pills don't work, and fruits and vegetables do?
No. Yeah, well, imagine that, right? I assure you that my commitment, meditation, energy work, and my diet did in 1 year what Western medicine couldn't do in 40. Changing what you eat changes who you are. It's that simple.
Wow, dude, that was a great interview, bro. I'm convinced. Has anyone got any fruits or vegetables? Hey, this is Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, I want to plug the website, too.
I definitely want to.
Thank you for having me, Dan. I want to thank everybody here, all my sponsors. If you're interested in staying in touch with me or learning more about the ongoing process, please go to www.getempowerednow.com. That's G-E-T-I-M, I am like impulse power, getempowerednow.com. Do anything this man tells you to do. This is Dan, the man, okay? Just listen to what he says. He understands this stuff. I wish I'd have met you 2 years ago.
Stroke that eagle, baby. Stroke that eagle. What's up? Thanks a lot, bro.
Thank you.
Bro, that was an awesome interview.
You.
One of my favorites so far. You're going to go very, very far in this life.
Thank you.
Fruits, vegetables, love, of course, the meditation.
Absolutely.
And then one more time on the website, bro.
It's www.getempowerednow.com. Empowered spelled with an I like impulse power. I'm so glad you came back today. At the end of the day, you know what? If we're not staying in unconditional love, compassion, and gratitude, it isn't going to matter. You know, right? So I live by a very simple philosophy. Positive attitude, intestinal fortitude, perpetual gratitude, unconditional love and compassion, brother.
Word up.
Yep.
Okay, you guys take care of yourselves. Get stoked on the fruits and veg. If you're having problems, issues, just start eating more fruits and vegetables today.
Changing what you eat changes who you are. Fruits and vegetables are where it's at. Absolutely.
Peace be with you.
Peace.